Hello guys, this is Universalist FX and I want to welcome you guys today, especially those of you that are new, those of you that are just hearing my voice for the very first time. I welcome you guys. Okay, in my previous video, I talked about my short-term expectation on Euro USD, GBP USD, and DXY, and my personal concept of expected SMT divergence. Okay, I know that is really new to many of you. I actually observed something like that myself, though the concept of SMT divergence itself was actually coined by um, ICT himself. We all know him, he's a very popular, and I really owe him majority of my knowledge. Yeah, I owe him a lot of respect. Like he really did a very great job in actually shaping um, my my skill, my knowledge, and all that. Yeah. So in this video, we are going to be looking at my medium to long term expectations on GBP USD, Euro USD, DXY, and some other currencies. Okay, we are going to be looking at a lot in this video. I'm really going to take my time to explain things that are in a way that you would understand them perfectly. Okay, I'm going to take my time to break things down for you guys. Okay, now let us start with Euro USD. Firstly, I would like to talk about um, um, the rules. You understand, like rules that actually follow when counter trend. Okay, before this counter trend, this swing leg, like there are certain rules you need to actually there are certain rules you actually need to watch out for. Okay, before you counter trend, so that you would not actually be caught in the wrong direction, or probably just blow your account unnecessarily. Okay, one of them is never trade a counter trend when price has moved 50% of the swing leg. Okay, the second one is take profit as fast as you can, take partials. Everybody understand that. And the third one is take only logical trades so long price is still well below 50% of the swing leg. Okay, I'm going to use this Euro USD to explain what I mean by that. Okay, from this high to this low is termed a swing leg. Okay, so we're going to draw out our fib and extend it. So the first rule is that you should not counter trend. So long price has actually reached 50%. So where is price right now from this swing lane? Price is at 50%. You actually give a short-term trade idea where I expect price to actually go and fill in a fair value gap in the 15-minute time frame, actually go lower. Probably from that low point, you can actually like still take trade up. Okay, so that is that. And the second rule is what was the second rule? Um, okay, second rule was take profit as fast as you can. Yeah, as fast as you can. Like once you see your profit, you take it immediately once you're counter trending, because counter trend is not actually the real trend. Okay, the predominant trend, as you can see since the beginning of this year, is actually to the downside. So the path of least resistance is actually to the downside in Euro USD. So when you are counter trending, that is trending to the trading to the upside. Okay, because we know it's not going to be permanent, or it's not going to last. So as fast as you see your profits, probably when price actually gives us a pullback to this level here. Okay, let me take this off. Probably when price actually goes down to this level here, let us say let me open your eyes to certain things that are actually apparent here. Okay, yeah, let me take this off. Yeah. Okay, so I actually give an expectation on Euro USD where I expect price to actually go below these relative equal lows here and potentially go underneath this low here, this third day low here, and fill in this gap here. Okay, that is just my expectation, though I expect this to be taken today. This is already a new daily candle for me. So today is Friday, and I expect today to actually go below this relative equal lows here before actually attacking buy side liquidity and going further into this fair value gap and looking for some sort of zone to get ready for the reversal and continue the predominant downtrend. Okay, so that's just the idea on Euro USD. So um for the counter trend idea, there are actually several opportunities you can actually take. Once price actually broke market structure, okay, let us go down to um 4 hour time frame. When price actually broke structure here, okay, so we haven't necessarily had a good opportunity to actually like to take the trade, or probably when you actually go into lower time frame 15 minutes, you actually see opportunities to actually like take this counter trend of opportunities where you can actually like pick some pips, you understand, some little pips like that. And that's not actually my major concern right now. Okay, my major concern is um, to show you guys my expectations medium to long term on Euro USD. Okay, let us talk about that. So we can actually we can actually see what is here, what is resting below here, guys. Sell side liquidity, right? And what is resting above here? You can actually let me take attention to this level here. From this high here, the high of this day, liquidity is surely resting above that level, and we can see what price has been doing since this week. I think okay, this is Friday, Thursday, Wednesday, Tuesday price didn't take out that high, they just came close to it. Wednesday same thing. Thursday they kind of stop wanted these two by by a little peep, or by some peep, or by a few peep. Okay, so generally what they have been doing was engineering liquidity. What kind of liquidity were they engineering up here? Buy side liquidity. Okay, and today is Friday. I don't expect price to actually take out buy side. If we are expecting bullishness, okay, we would expect for price to actually take out sell side liquidity first. Okay, this is my first idea for the downside first. Okay, so this is my first idea for the downside. So if I expect price to come down, or I'm sorry, if I expect price to come to spend more time up here, I would expect price to actually take out the um the sell side first, okay, before I would expect them to come for the buy side, because I know that they're actually going to spend more time on the buy side, because I would expect this fair value gap to be filled, okay. I would expect this fair value gap to be filled up and medium to long term. That is, I would actually expect price to, or let's say medium term, yeah, I would actually expect price to actually fill up this gap. Then probably long term, I would still maintain a bias for Euro USD, which is sell side. I've been screaming this since the beginning of this year. Euro USD is still a sell to me. So the recent ECB interest rate news release actually boosted um, Euro USD. That is what actually is going to give us um sorry, this short, I would like to call it, okay, I'm going to call it a medium term boost, okay, to the upside, where I expect price to actually fill in this fair value gap and potentially go into this other block right here, then reverse to the downside from there. Okay, so I want you to pay attention to these levels that I'm marking out here. Firstly, Friday, I expect price to go below this relative equal lows here to attack the liquidities resting below there. Okay, I expect price to go there to attack the relative equal lows, because there are surely sell side liquidities resting there. there are buy side here, but I expect the sell side to be attacked first. Okay, because I expect this to be a pullback for the intermediate um, Euro USD bull run. Okay, and it's not going to be a lasting bull run. The boost the news actually gave Euro USD is not going to be a long-term boost. Okay, it's just a short-term um, bullish retracement or pullback, and price is going to continue on its downtrend. So on Friday we are going to be looking at this low being taken, and I potentially see price holding in a consolidation for a period of time. Okay, and I expect a kind of slow move as price is actually filling up this fair value gap and potentially reaching this other block here. Then price might actually begin to sell. So the highest probability is for price to actually take out this relative equal lows, then go for buy side next after sell side is taken. I was actually paying attention to this level here. Price might actually go as low as this level. Okay, as low as this level here. Price might actually take out this sell side relative equal lows here, which has a lot of sell side liquidity, and price might actually go as far as going below this low here to take out some sort of liquidity and thereby filling this little gap here. Okay, let me mark it out. There's an FVG there. Might be a small FVG, but regardless, it is still an FVG, still a fair value gap. Okay, so price will potentially go below this relative equal lows, and I expect it to do that, of course, and potentially go below this low here, and um, give us the low risk counter trend buy up to this fair value gap right here, and potentially to this other block here. Yeah, that is my expectation on Euro USD. That is my medium to long term expectation on Euro USD. Okay, let us see what Euro USD was reacting to. I will take attention to the weekly time frame. Okay, let me take attention to the weekly time frame and see what exactly they were reacting to. Okay, you can see where price was actually rejecting from. Price was actually reacting to this fair value gap here. Okay, price actually filled in the fair value gap. Note this red line and this red line. The space between it denotes the fair value gap on the weekly time frame, and this is actually a very nice order block. You can see um, an impulsive um, move that broke market structure, and you can see that actually price came back later in the future to fill in this gap and pushed lower. Okay, to tap into this fair value. And tap into this order block right here, which is a strong order block. So that is exactly what price is reacting to on Euro USD on the weekly time frame. So that is what um, price is actually reacting to right now. So from that zone, it is very likely to actually predict a technical reversal. Or sorry, will I say a technical pullback instead? Yeah, a technical pullback. So even though fundamentally the news actually um, um, caused a pullback. Okay, so we naturally should expect a pullback from that other block there because it's actually a very strong other block, and you can see how price filled in the fair value gap really well and dipped into that small order block we actually saw on the weekly time frame. Okay, that's that for Euro USD. Okay, I need to actually point your attention to something here. Let me take all this off. Let me take all this off. Okay, so we know that the path of least resistance is to the downside in Euro USD because you can actually see that price has been moving down, and every pullback we have You understand? It's an opportunity to keep on selling. Every pullback is an opportunity to keep on selling. Every pullback an opportunity to keep on selling. And now we have an opportunity again, and this opportunity is actually a very, very big one. Okay. Um, I would like us to really take advantage of this. This is why I'm actually making this video so that you can actually know what to look out for and what to watch out for. All right, guys. Um, okay, yeah. There's something I want to mention here. Okay, naturally, for every pullback on the daily time frame, I have actually observed that price actually respects at least 50% pullback. Okay, before price actually continues in its sorry, there's no time to use it. Before price actually continues in its intended direction. Okay, stop few retracements. Okay, let us talk about this pullback, this swing right here. From this swing high to this swing low, we call this a swing leg. From this swing high to this swing low is a swing leg. So naturally, price actually retraced 50% before actually giving us the continuation. Okay, now the next swing leg is this high to this low right here. Okay, so let us take that, this high to this low, and what do we have there? 50%. Okay, so in this case you can actually see that even in the 50% price actually saw something to reject from. You can see this solid order block here. Okay, the other block price actually took a liquidity. Remember my criteria for a very good order block, when I actually have some kind of engagement or liquidity before the zone. So that's what price did. Price actually cleared every liquidity there, came to the other block and actually pulled back from there. Okay, that was how this pullback was actually traded. And in this case, let us see how this was actually traded. Okay, I remember I actually took a trade on this, and I think I'm still holding this trade. This particular trade was actually taking off this other block right here. Okay, this other block right here was the reason for this trade idea. I remember when this consolidation happened and price eventually pulled heavily to the downside. This was, I guess, the day the inflation data, CPI news came out for US dollar. Like, it came out really high, and market actually priced um, Euro, US, and most foreign currency downside because dollar actually gained strength based on the inflation news data actually came out very high. Okay, foreign investors naturally know that higher inflation is going to actually make the Feds really aggressive in increasing interest rates. Okay, so that is what actually made this massive sell here after this long consolidation at this other block, which was the zone for the reversal. So we are talking about this swing leg from this high to this low. You can actually see a logical place um, for a reversal. Okay, after the pullback, yeah, price actually filled up this gap. Okay, price filled up that gap. Okay, let me take your attention to the weekly time frame because that was how I actually framed the idea. Okay, here we can see in the weekly time frame that price came in filling this fair value gap. Okay, that was my expectation for price to fill in this fair value gap, and I actually took this trade. I am still holding it till now. Okay, because I don't expect price to come up there. I expect price to just go to this level and continue downside. Even if I have taken majority of my profit partials and all that, I'm just trailing a very little position from that spot. I've taken a majority of my profit. I'm just actually trailing it to see how far it can go because there's actually more potential for downside on Euro, USD, GBP, USD, and most foreign currencies. Okay, okay, guys, and let's go back to the daily time frame. Okay, okay, so we can see 50% on this. That's why I actually gave you those rules on pullback. Once price actually reaches 50%, there's no point actually trading the what's it called, pullback unless price probably reaches 50% and still close to 50%. Okay, and your zone is actually a bit further. Okay, the zone you're actually expecting to trade your pullback is a bit further. Probably if price reaches somewhere close to 50%, or actually like gives a kind of pullback, you can actually like take the counter trend and make sure you're actually very snappy about taking your profit in your counter trend. Okay, so that's just my 2 cents. That's just my little advice on that. Given this swing, we can actually see 50% pullback here. Okay, um, let us check this swing like this high to this low. Okay, what do we have here? 50%. Okay, you can see how price respected the 50% level. Now 50% is actually what we call fair value or equilibrium price. Okay, so that is where sellers are willing, buyers and sellers are actually giving fair price. Okay, and that was I don't know, naturally that is what price has actually been respecting. 50% pullback to a swing leg. Okay, 50% pullback to a swing leg, and here again 50% pullback to a swing leg. Sometimes you can actually have more, you understand, more retracement. Okay, like you can actually have up to 50% and above, like 61.8%, 78.6, but they're actually rare. Okay, and you can actually see that price will actually be following a pattern lately. Just 50% pullback was okay for them, and I actually believe that is the same idea we can actually work with here. Okay, we can actually work with 50% or anything above 50%, because we want to deal sorry, because if we want to sell, we want to actually get the best price, so we want to actually sell at either equilibrium or at premium. We don't want to be selling at discounts. Okay, so that's just it. 50%, you can see it here. This swing leg, 50% pullback. Okay, let's check this. 50% pullback. Okay, and this area here denotes premium, why this area here denotes discount. So you don't want to be selling here. It is actually wrong. You can see when price actually retraced this level, it didn't really give you the sell off you really needed until price actually hit equilibrium and actually even inched deeper a little into premium. So that was where the pullback actually happened. And now let us take this to what we have currently, what we're dealing with currently, to give us an idea of what area or what zone we should potentially be looking at. Okay, so where is the um, swing leg in this case? From this high to this low. Now, what can you see here? You can see that price is already at 50%, and you can see how they are dangling around that zone. But now the reason I believe that there might actually be a deeper sort of retracement is because we have a fair value gap here that's not been filled. And the deeper it goes into premium, the better it is. Okay, because we want to sell at premium. Okay, because that is the best price you can actually sell at. So 50%, you can actually see what price is doing around 50%. You understand this um, range here. It is actually trying to create some sort of buy side liquidity. It is really going to stop hunt later. I won't actually say stop hunt. It's going to run through it, fill in this fair value gap and potentially hit this other block, then continue for sell side. The deeper the retracement, remember, the better. So we can actually see what we have here. The swing leg from year to year, we expect price to actually reach here. So we can't actually start looking for counter trend ideas, even though we actually have higher prices here. Before we can actually take any counter trend idea, price must actually have to kind of retrace very what's it called, very far from 50% or equilibrium. Then you can actually look for counter trend ideas up to this level. We have nothing to do with price actually really going far up here, unless you're willing to like break even and take the risk. Okay, and that. So but our main trade is actually the down to the downside. So um, it's better you actually preserve your capital. I would advise that you preserve your capital and actually wait for the sell side move. Okay, because that is the part of this resistance, and that is the part that is actually going to give you more confidence and more um, profits. Okay, profit potential, I would say. Okay, so that's that about Euro USD. So with this in mind, let us move on to GBP USD. Okay, for GBP USD, we have something quite interesting here. This is actually a very, very beautiful price action right here. I actually dropped a trade idea on GBP USD. Okay, I dropped a trade idea on GBP USD where price has actually where I expected price to fill in this fair value gap. Okay, fill in this fair value gap really well. Okay, and go for buy side liquidity. You can see that they have been engineering buy side liquidity, and it is very, very, very intentional. This is actually very, very deliberate. Okay, it is very, very deliberate. This accumulation of um, stops above here. Yeah, they intentionally want to create an idea of resistance at this level. Okay, so that retail traders will actually keep on positioning stops above here. Okay, so which they would eventually come to hunt for later. So I really expect your price to um, yeah, price is actually filling this gap well, or because I'll be expecting Euro USD to actually have some downside movement to actually take out this relative equal lows and potentially go into this fair value gap. That is why I would actually expect some sort of downside movement to GBP USD, probably to take out this low. Okay, fill up this gap really well. Let me enlarge this. Fill up this gap really well, okay, and probably hit off from the gap itself before you can actually have a kind of counter trend idea to sell to the up and sorry to buy to the upside and potentially get the sell off from this zone to continue our predominant trend, which is downside. Okay, remember the part of least resistance in the USD2 is to the downside. You can see that price has been predominantly um, bearish in GBP USD. So the institutional order flow is to the downside for almost for foreign currency because dollar is strongly bullish. Okay, it's strongly bullish and is actually benefiting from the aggressive stance by the Fed, you understand, to actually keep on increasing interest rates. Okay, and currently, though there was this survey that was actually taken in Michigan University, you understand that actually show that inflation expectation might actually be less for next month. So that might actually make the Fed actually be less aggressive in increasing interest rates and might actually weigh on them later in the future. But really, the dollar is still actually stronger than euro and Great Britain pound. Okay, the dollar is still stronger than them. You understand? And the fact that dollar is actually benefiting from safe haven, um, the safe haven principle or concept, okay, makes the dollar actually stand strong. You understand, even though um, um, there actually some kind of negative news going around them, okay, and that's just that about that. Let us talk about GBP USD, the pullback, how um, to trade the pullback. I need you to pay attention to specific levels I'm actually pointing to here. You can actually see what price did here. Okay, GBP USD actually was respected a weekly level too. Okay, that was what's it called, a weekly technical what's it called level. Yeah, a kind of order block. Okay, so that's where the pullback is actually coming from. Just like we had for Euro USD, we actually saw where the pullback was coming from. The fair value gap and the other block dipping. So in this case, I expected this fair value gap to be filled in. Since I'm actually expecting a short-term downside on Euro USD, I'm expecting GBP USD to actually follow suit. But in this case, I actually expect GBP USD. Okay, I think you guys should refer to my previous video where I actually mapped out my short-term expectation. We expect GBPSD to actually stop on Thursday's high. You understand? I expect them to stop on Thursday's high. They should not tamper with this high. Just stop on Thursday's high by, you understand, by some pips, and actually go deeper and probably take out liquidity from Thursday's low. They might not do that exactly tomorrow, but that is my expectation for the pullback for the counter trade up into our sell zone. Okay, and here we actually have a very important order block in GBP USD. Okay, you can see how impulsive it is. And I've told you about my criteria for strong order block. Okay, one of them is that it must engulf. See here, it's engulfed. Okay, even though that's not so important to me, one thing I love to see is an impulsive move that breaks market structure. Okay, you can see an impulsive move that breaks market structure after the order block was being formed. And another thing is the creation of an inducement or some sort of liquidity. Okay, before price actually comes to test that zone. And you can see what they have been doing here. All these liquidity that have been piling up here are actually very deliberate. Okay, it's very deliberate. So they would really come back for them. So you can see price has attacked sell side. Okay, sell side is actually handled here. What do you think they will come for next? Buy side liquidity. So it is very logical to actually expect price to actually reach up here. Okay, it's very logical to expect price to reach up here and potentially go into the zone and move here medium to long term. So my short term expectation is for actually price to take out Thursday's high, um, take out Thursday's low, fill up this gap, fair value gap really well. Okay, give us that counter trend idea to actually take out the buy side liquidity. Okay, because a lot of stocks are going to be resting above here and potentially go into this order block and pull back from there. Okay, and remember we want to be selling at discount. So in this case, let us bring our Fibonacci and actually know if our zone is actually at discount. Very good. Sorry, we want to be selling at premium. Yeah, so we want to check if our zone is actually at either equilibrium or it's premium. You can say that our zone is at premium, so we want to sell at premium, and this is a very good premium level to actually sell GBP from. So Euro USD, GBP USD, and most foreign currency, you understand, sometimes they can actually give like Oliver Twist. They might actually go for more. You understand? They might actually want to go and take out every liquidity here, okay, reacting from zones like this, but that is not really what I expect because this is the price swing I'm interested in. But sometimes, okay, but I don't think this news actually gave Euro, okay, that boost that would actually make it go that far. That's why I actually want to deal with only this swing leg, okay. And in GBP USD, similar idea. I don't expect them to go for all these relative equal highs here. I don't really expect them to go there. So I'm just going to deal with this swing leg, and I expect them to just go into premium and give us an opportunity for sale. Yeah, I'm going to give you my idea, like how I actually take my how I actually trade this pullback and um, write the trend down. Whenever price actually reaches my level, there are two things I actually do. Sometimes, if I know I'm not going to monitor the trade for long, I'm actually just going to place price. I'm sorry, I'm just going to place my pending order on the open price. I really love the open price, and most times at the 50% level. Just like in Euro USD, in this case, I took this trade from the open. From the open, you can see how price actually respected the open price. You can see how price respected it beautifully. Okay, even though I took from the open price, okay, like I also waited for this breaking structure. Breaking the structure and forward. I think you're going to see that on the retest to a level here. And this was actually where I took my trade from. At this level here, it was a sniper entry. Okay, so besides taking the trade from the open price, this was actually a very nice entry for me. So for this what we call swing leg, I'm actually looking at this premium to be respected, this premium level to be respected, because this actually is um, a good order block for me. Okay, so ignore that block, and this fair value gap is of most importance to me. I expect this imbalance to be filled and potentially to this level. Most times they may not actually reach to the other block, they may just fill in this fair value gap and just continue to the downside. I would really love them to fill the fair value gap and actually go to this level here. And I also want to mention something. If Friday is to really go down, this weekly candle, I need you to actually what's it called? Check it out later. By the end of this week, this week's candle is expected to end as a doji or a low range candle. Okay, yeah, I expect this candle to end as a low range candle for Euro USD and GBP USD as well. I expect this week candle to end as a low range candle or a doji candle, and then next week you can actually expect the move up, and probably from next 2 weeks you can actually begin to look for opportunities to sell to the downside. Depends on how long time actually, how long sorry price actually take to gradually gravitate into this our level of interest or our point of interest POI, okay, before we actually begin to look for some sort of reaction. We actually go to lower time frame. Yeah, I was going to mention this before you actually take your trade from a higher time frame POI. You actually go to lower time frame to look for refinement. You understand? That is how I actually take my low risk entry. You understand? I look for confirmatory entries. Okay, where I look for my PMS and test order block within. You understand the higher time frame POI. That is how I actually take my my trades of POIs. Okay, so that will be that on GBP USD. Let us address DXY dollar index. Dollar index, I don't think there's actually much need to analyze DXY because it is potentially just going to do the same thing Euro USD is going to do. Okay, like it's just potentially just going to do the same thing Euro USD is going to expected to do. Sorry, but just inverse. Okay, because DXY is actually weighted majorly against the Euro. So whatever I expect from the Euro, I expect DXY to actually give me the inverse of the same. So let us look at DXY in time frame. Let me take this off. Okay, so for DXY, we have similar outlook, just like in Euro USD. Here we have the fair value gap here. Okay, we have our fair value gap, this low here, and this high here. That's the fair value gap on DXY. You can actually see that um, this swing leg from here to here. Okay, the for us to buy any dollar related pairs like USD JPY, we look for opportunities for them to actually enter into discount levels because it is actually smarter to buy at discount and to sell at premium. So for you, USD GBP, USD are most foreign currencies. Okay, we expect to sell at premium when price actually move up to their premium levels and we actually sell off from them. But in DXY, we expect and most USD slash XSS pairs, okay, we expect price to actually reach out for discount levels before we can actually look for opportunities to buy. Okay, here we have the fair value gap. So just like they actually did in Euro, they kept on accumulating relative equal lows here, which they will potentially come back for eventually. So let us say Friday is expected to go above to clear sell side liquidity, sorry, buy side liquidity, and potentially come down to clear the deliberate sell side liquidity they have been piling up. Okay, and they will just fill up, okay, potentially use this other block here and look for opportunities to buy. So that's just my expectation, medium to long term on GBP USD, Euro USD, and DXY. I don't really want this to be really long, and this is actually kind of noisy. So I actually wanted to do analysis on Euro card, okay, because Euro is actually where the strength is right now based on the YouTube boost the news gave Euro. Remember, Euro just released the interest rate made a decision to actually increase interest rate by 50 basis points, which was actually more than market expectation of 25 basis points. You know, and that was actually a very, very big boost for euro. So I expect most euro related peers to actually like gain from that boost. So all euro pairs and euro CHF, euro card, euro whatever, I expect majority of them to actually temporarily move to the upside. We know that euro have been predominantly weak. Yes, yeah, so we all know that the pullback is just for the time being. So we're not trading the what's it called, the retracement, the bullish retracements for a very, very long time. We just look for very, very good opportunity to actually like to continue the sales. Okay, so this level that I marked out here, we actually weekly levels. Okay, which denotes the weekly fair value gap. You can see how big that gap is. So I expect it to be really, really filled going into next week. Okay, I expect it to be really filled up and the price would continue to sell. Okay, you can see that the sell has actually been really, really massive. Okay, really, really massive. This is weekly time frame. And I guess that's that for GBP USD, Euro USD, Euro CAD and DXY. We can actually look at other pairs, but I think you guys already have the idea. So just go into your chart and actually use this idea I've given you guys and actually watch out for the zones of capital for possible um, retracement and reversals. Okay, just like in this case, we expect price to go okay and continue sell side. You can go check out um, New Zealand dollar and Australian dollar. Okay, they're going to give you opportunities like this too. And for US dollar related pairs, you can watch out for USD JPY. Okay, okay, you can actually watch out for USD JPY. It will actually give you opportunities to keep on selling the dollar while the Euro USD keep on benefiting from this. Is good news. So they give you opportunities to keep on selling the dollar for the time being short term. Remember, we are selling the dollar short term. We are selling the dollar short term to continue the buy eventually. So all dollar related pair, dollar slash SSSPS, dollar whatever, okay, you are going to sell them for the time being. Okay, you're going to keep on moving sell side for the time being. That is just for the retracement, and then medium to long term, they are still actually buys. Okay, so because dollar is still really, really strong, like really, really, really strong, regardless. Okay, so that's that about my medium to long term expectations on this pair. So I would really love you guys to go back to your chart and actually like mark out these things I've actually explained here and see them for yourself. Yeah, I want you to actually like go back to your chart and relate with them. Like I need you to make it your own. You get what I mean? Like I need you to make this your own. Go back into the chart, repeat what I have done. You understand? Go and back test and look for opportunities in other pairs. Okay, so that will be it for today, guys. I wish you all good luck and a great weekend. That will be all for today, guys. Thanks for watching.